Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Talk about entrepreneurship this afternoon. My name is Dr. Carlton Robinson, president of the First Coast African American Chamber of Commerce. And I'd like to open by asking how many of you are small business owners? Got one? How many are thinking about becoming a small business owner? Okay. Couple? How many not sure? Not sure. Okay. Okay. Well, at least we know who we are, right? One of the reasons that I ask that is because I've had the opportunity of working with and for Fortune 500 companies, for-profit, not-for-profit, and I can tell you that there's an entrepreneur in each and every one of us. Now, sometimes we need a little bit of help in bringing that out. One of the things about entrepreneurship is the most impactful area in our local economy, in our national economy. In a recent presidential election, what group do you think had the most impact on the vote?
Small business.
Small businesses. The single largest population of votes, over 33 million. Okay? That's on the national level. On the regional level, here in the state of Florida, over 98% of the businesses are small businesses. And here locally in Northeast Florida, our minority-owned businesses have the capacity to contribute over $480 million to our local economy. Now, that's a lot of money. Unfortunately, our minority businesses are underutilized. Our business participation rate is low because we need more people to think about becoming an entrepreneur. And that's what we want to encourage you to do today. Don't become an entrepreneur today, okay? It takes a lot more than just saying, I want to be in business. There's evidence in the academic environment that the more education you have, the more experience you have, the more successful your business will be. Now, that's likely, but it hasn't been proven. Otherwise, we wouldn't have all those businesses failing that are Fortune 500 companies, right? So what we have to understand is there's a lot more activity, and we have to learn what truly is entrepreneurial activity. And those are one of the things that the African American Chamber of Commerce here locally focuses on. So how do we help increase the business participation rate, and how do we contribute information, training, empowerment to create sustainable African American owned businesses? I'd like for you to turn your attention to the handout that I gave you. And I'll briefly explain this in terms of the experiences that I've had at the African American Chamber. And first, there are two things that guide us into becoming an entrepreneur and opening up our business. One is our own history and experience, and the other is there's certain economic variables. Some of us want to contribute to our local community by adding jobs. So if you want to impact your local community and you are a small business owner, you can add jobs. Okay, that's a direct impact. The other thing is, what type of small business owner am I going to be? What do I strive to be? Now, there are three different types of small business owners. You have one that's called a necessity entrepreneur. That may be someone who goes into business because even if I'm not operating at maximum capacity, I can make more money in business for myself than I would if I were to work for someone else. Okay? And then you have someone who may be an opportunity entrepreneur. This is someone who's come up with maybe some type of model or product that they think they can push into the market. They found a niche market to make money. And then you have a third type, which I call the tertiary entrepreneur. And these are individuals who are working for someone, but decide they want to ease into entrepreneurship and not take on all of the liability all at once. And then the next level is helping you to understand the supply chain. This is probably the most important aspect of being a small business owner. The supply chain. Who are your suppliers? Who are your customers? Who are your customers' customers? And who are your suppliers' suppliers? That information is left up to organizations like chambers of commerce to help strengthen the local economy. How can we convert you from a customer into becoming a supplier of someone like a major hospital, okay, with your product. And then finally, what I believe is the most important aspect of small business ownership and entrepreneurship. How do you maintain and leverage the knowledge that you have? How do you gain new knowledge? In a recent survey that we conducted at the African American Chamber, what we found is too many small business owners, once they go into business, they don't focus on continuous training and development for themselves. If we put that in terms of college education, it's continuous. It's not as if we start and then once we say, okay, I'm a college student now, we stop. No, it's continuous education. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go back to college once you become a small business owner. It's encouraged that you have continuous training, but it doesn't have to be college level education. And managing all of these different variables for yourself as an individual and for your business is something that's difficult to do. The second page that I gave you is a list of resources here in the Jacksonville area that assist you beyond what the African American Chamber may be able to provide. We have a wide range of resources, including the SBA, several different chambers of commerce, different areas that assist in funding, the Beaver Street Enterprise. And as a whole, here in Northeast Florida, we have an excellent community to support small business owners. What we need is more participation from individuals to build our business participation rate. I brought 10 manuals, okay, for you guys that you can use as resources on your own. Because the program is funded by the City of Jacksonville, I just have to have you to sign a sign-in sheet, and I have one for each of you, okay?
Hi, I'm Suzanne Pickett, member of the First Coast African American Chamber of Commerce, asking you to support minority-owned businesses in your community. Remember, we can all make a difference.
So what's new about the Chamber?
The mentorship program offers you the opportunity to expand your business knowledge base, providing you with
the experience of professional businesses through mentoring relationships.
Our mentors volunteer their time to meaningfully impact the lives of those new to the world of small business.
Programs include training technology, on-site business counseling, and workshop.
So what's new about the Chamber?
The mentorship program is sponsored by WorkSource.